25 insane Mandela Effect examples. That will blow your mind. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you thought you knew and was wrong. What if I told you that Pikachu never had a black-tipped tail? That Looney Tunes never existed? Or that your favorite childhood peanut butter brand was never called Jiffy? Welcome to the mind-bending world of the Mandela Effect, a bizarre phenomenon where large groups of people share the same false memory. Have you ever been 100% sure about something only to find out you were completely wrong? Well, you're not alone. Let's dive into 25 insane examples of the Mandela Effect that will blow your mind. Stick around because the last one might just prove we're living in a parallel universe. 25. The Berenstain Bears. Not Berenstein? Many of us grew up reading about the Berenstain Bears, a lovable bear family that taught us valuable life lessons. But if you look at any book cover today, you'll notice something strange. It has always been spelled the Berenstain Bears, with an A instead of an E. This discovery has left thousands of fans in disbelief. Some people even claim to have old VHS tapes, books, and merchandise that still show the Berenstain spelling, fueling conspiracy theories that we've somehow switched timelines. Is it just a widespread misremembering or proof of something bigger? 24. The turkey leg that never was. If you were asked to describe a famous portrait of King Henry VIII, you might confidently mention him holding a massive turkey leg. Many people vividly remember this image, but here's the shocking truth. This painting does not exist. In reality, every official painting of King Henry VIII shows him holding gloves and a scabbard. No turkey leg in sight. So where did this collective false memory come from? Some believe it originated from pop culture, including cartoons and TV shows that depicted him as a gluttonous king feasting on meat. This example highlights how media can reshape our collective memories over time. 23rd, Jiffy peanut butter? Nope. You probably grew up calling it Jiffy peanut butter, but take a closer look at any jar. It has always been Jif. The brand never had an extra "fi" at the end. So why do so many people swear they remember Jiffy? One theory is that our brains might be mixing Jif with Jiffy Pop popcorn, another popular brand from the same era. The power of association can trick our memories into merging similar names, leading to what we now call the Mandela Effect. 22. Looney Tunes. Not Tunes? Bugs, Bunny, Daffy Duck, and the rest of the gang belong to Looney Tunes, not Looney Tunes. But wait, shouldn't it be Tunes since it's a cartoon series? Many believe that Looney Tunes would have made more sense, so our brains subconsciously altered the spelling to fit our expectations. However, Warner Brothers named it Looney Tunes as a nod to its early days when the show featured animated shorts set to music, much like Disney's Silly Symphonies. This example shows how expectations influence memory. 21. Pikachu's tail. No black tip? If you've ever watched Pokemon, you probably remember Pikachu's tail having a black tip. But go back and check. Pikachu's tail has always been solid yellow. This widespread misconception might stem from Pikachu's ears, which do have black tips. Another possibility is that fans may have merged Pikachu with Pichu, an evolution in the Pokemon series that has black markings. This is a classic example of how our brains fill in missing details based on what makes sense. 20. Mickey Mouse's suspenders? If you picture Mickey Mouse in his classic red shorts, you might also remember suspenders. However, in every official design, Mickey has never worn them. The likely cause of this false memory? The two white buttons on his shorts give the illusion of suspender straps, making our brains fill in the gaps incorrectly. Over time, people have misremembered his outfit, and countless Halloween costumes and fan art only reinforce the mistake. 19th, Cap'n Crunch versus Captain Crunch. You might have called it Captain Crunch, but the cereal has always been named Cap'n Crunch. The stylized spelling of Cap'n was meant to be playful, but many people's brains auto-corrected it to the full word. Adding to the confusion, Captain Crunch's uniform has also sparked debate. Many believe he wears the wrong number of stripes for his rank, making him not actually a captain. It's a double Mandela effect. 18th Fruit Loops spelling swap. How do you spell this colorful cereal? Fruit Loops seems like the obvious choice, right? Well, it's actually Fruit Loops. This change happened in 1963 after Kellogg's faced legal trouble for using fruit in the name while the cereal contained no real fruit. The new spelling stuck, but many people swear they remember it spelled the correct way at some point. 17. Monopoly Man's missing monocle. Rich Uncle Pennybags, the face of Monopoly, is often imagined with a monocle. However, he has never worn one. This false memory is likely caused by our association with Mr. Peanut, the Planters mascot, who does wear a monocle. The two characters share similar high-class appearances, and since monocles are commonly associated with wealthy individuals, our brains may have falsely assigned one to Pennybags. 16. New Zealand's location. Mystery. New Zealand is southeast of Australia, but many people swear it used to be northeast. Some even insist they saw old maps showing it in a different position. This discrepancy could be due to outdated maps or the way maps are presented in different regions. However, some theorists believe it's an example of geographical memory distortion, where collective memories can be shaped by past media representations or educational materials. 15. Oscar Mayer or Oscar Mayer? The famous hot dog and bologna brand is Oscar Mayer, not Oscar Mayer. Despite the correct spelling being in its catchy jingle, people still recall the name incorrectly. This mix-up happens because Mayer is a much more common spelling for last names, leading our brains to assume the wrong version. 14. Sinbad's Genie movie, Shazam? Many people swear they watched a 90s movie called Shazam, starring comedian Sinbad as a genie. But in reality, this movie never existed. The actual Genie movie from the 90s was Kazam, starring Shaquille O'Neal. So why do thousands of people vividly recall Sinbad in a purple genie outfit? Some theories suggest that childhood memories blended multiple movies together, creating this false recollection. 13. The Kit Kat hyphen? The hyphen in Kit Kat never existed. Kit Kat, crisp wafers, chocolate, and a hyphen, right? That's how candy fans picture it. KIT-KAT. But Nestlé says nope. It's Kit Kat, one word, no dash. Since its US launch in the 70s, people swear they've seen the hyphen on wrappers, vending machines, even ads. Reddit's full of stories like, I noticed the hyphen vanished one day. It's never been there though, check any bar today. The brain loves breaking up words, especially catchy ones. This Mandela Effect's small but mighty, messing with our snack time. Grab a Kit Kat, the hyphen's a ghost. 12. Cheez-It or Cheez-Its? Cheez-It, not Cheez-Its. Those cheesy crackers, you call them Cheez-Its with an S, don't you? Most of us do, but the box says Cheez-It, singular, since 1921. No plural, no Z for flair, just IT. So why the extra S? Probably because we never eat just one. It feels plural in our hands. Fans insist they've seen Cheez-Its on store shelves or old ads, but Kellogg's sticks to the singular. This Mandela Effect's tiny but relatable. Language shifts in our heads. Next snack run, read the box. Your tongue's been lying to you. 11th. Luke, I am your father. Wrong. Quote, a galaxy-sized Mandela Effect? Star Wars. Luke, I am your father. Darth Vader's chilling reveal. You've said it into a fan, right? Everyone has. But here's the twist. The real line from The Empire Strikes Back is, no, I am your father. No, Luke. Just no. Fans have misquoted it since 1980, thanks to parodies and impressions. James Earl Jones' voice made it iconic, but our brains added the name for drama. Watch the scene again? It's shorter, sharper, and still epic. This Mandela Effect's proof movies live bigger in our heads than on screen. 10th, risky business. No sunglasses? Did Tom Cruise wear shades or not? Risky business? Tom Cruise sliding across the floor to old-time rock and roll, shades on, oozing cool. That's the image, right? Wrong. In the 1983 flick, he's got a white shirt, socks, and no sunglasses. 0. Parodies like The Nanny or Scrubs added shades, cementing the myth. It's so ingrained, you can't unsee it. Cruise's dance is iconic either way, but the Mandela Effect jazzed it up. Rewatch it. The shades are pure fantasy. Our brains love a Hollywood upgrade. 9. Lucy, you got some splainin' to do. Never said. Lucy's misquoted splainin' moment. I love Lucy. Ricky's fed up, yelling, Lucy, you've got some splainin' to do. Classic, right? Nope. Ricky never says that exact line in the 50s sitcom. He comes close with "splain that if you can" or "Lucy, splain," but the full quote's a myth. Lucille Ball's antics made it feel real, and reruns drilled it into us. Fans swear they've heard Desi Arnaz say it word for word. It's the Mandela Effect twisting TV history. Comedy's better in our heads. Stream an episode. Ricky's splainin' is less catchy than you think. 8. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Wrong again. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Snow White. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all? You've sung it since kindergarten, but the 1937 Disney film says magic mirror on the wall. No double mirror. The Grimm tale uses mirror, mirror. So maybe that's the root. Still, Disney's version stuck in pop culture, just not how we recall. Watch it again. Magic changes the vibe. This Mandela Effect's a fairy tale trick. Our brains love the rhyme. Pop in that DVD, the mirror's got a twist. 7. Curious George's tale or lack of. Curious George's missing tail. Curious George. That monkey swinging through books and TV, tail flopping behind him, right? Wrong. He's never had a tail. Not in the 1941 book or any show. George is a chimp, not a tailed monkey, but we picture him with one anyway. Maybe it's other cartoon critters confusing us, or we just assume swinging needs a tail. Fans dig through old copies, shocked at the blank back. This Mandela Effect's a childhood curveball. George flies solo. Check your bookshelf. The tail's a figment. 6th. Hello, Clarice. Silence of the Lambs misquote. That never happened. Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter purrs, "Hello, Clarice," all creepy and smooth. It's everywhere from memes to spoofs. But in the 1991 film, he just says "good morning" at their first meet. Anthony Hopkins' vibe made us hear more. His chill is pure menace. Fans swear "Hello, Clarice" is real, but it's a Mandela mashup. Rewatch it. The greeting's tame but still eerie. Our brains dialed up the horror. Classic memory glitch. 5. Tinkerbell and the Disney logo. Tinkerbell never wrote the Disney logo. Disney intros, Tinkerbell zips out, waves her wand, and spells Disney with sparkles, right? Nope. She's never done that. In 90s intros, she flies over the castle, sprinkling dust, but no writing. We mix it up with other logos or fairy tale vibes. Fans swear they've seen her dot the I. It's that vivid. Check old VHS tapes. Tink's just a flyer, not a scribe. This Mandela Effect's pure magic. Our minds made her a star. 4. Play it again, Sam. Another movie misquote. Play it again, Sam. Casablanca. Humphrey Bogart's Rick growls, "Play it again, Sam." Timeless, but he never says it. Ingrid Bergman's Ilsa says, "Play it, Sam." And Rick later says, "You played it for her, you can play it for me." The 1942 films misquoted thanks to Woody Allen's 1972 flick, "Play It Again, Sam." It's stuck ever since. Pure Mandela gold. Watch it. The real lines are subtler. Our brains love a snappy catchphrase. 3. Beam me up, Scotty. Star Trek never said it. The Curious Case of Beam Me Up, Scotty. Star Trek Kirk barks, "Beam me up, Scotty?" Sci-fi legend. But in the original series, he never says it flat out. Closest is Scotty, beam me up, or beam us up, Scotty, in later media. The phrase exploded in pop culture, shirts, bumper stickers, everything. William Shatner's delivery sold it, even if it's fake. This Mandela Effect's a teleporter glitch, our minds beamed it in. Stream Trek, Scotty's orders are off script. 2. Life is like a box of chocolates. Nope. The chocolatey truth about Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. Mama's wisdom, right? Everyone quotes it. But Tom Hanks says life was like a box of chocolates. In the 1994 film Past Tense, it's Forrest recalling her advice, not a live motto. Is on flows better, so we tweaked it. The Mandela Effect sweetened the line. Present tense stuck. Rewatch that bench scene. The shift's tiny but huge. Our hearts rewrote the script. 1. Mona Lisa's changing smile. Mona Lisa's smile. Leonardo's Mona Lisa, does she smile? Some see a smirk, others a blank stare. Thousands swear she's neutral, not the mysterious grin art buffs rave about. Her expression's debated for centuries, but this split memory's wild. Was she different in another timeline? Her name's even a fluke. Mona from Mana. My Lady, tweaked by a typo. The Mandela Effect fuels theories. Did reality shift her face? Visit the Louvre or Google it. That smile's a riddle wrapped in a glitch. The Mandela Effect reminds me how unreliable memory can be and how easily misinformation spreads. In today's digital world, we often believe things simply because they're repeated by many people, whether in social media, news, or daily conversations. Just like how thousands remember Jiffy peanut butter or the Monopoly man's monocle incorrectly, we might hold on to false beliefs about history, science, or even ourselves. This teaches me to fact-check more, question my assumptions, and stay open to new information. In a time where misinformation is everywhere, verifying facts before accepting them is more important than ever. Could these Mandela effects be glitches in reality? Proof of alternate universes? Or just tricks of memory? If this blew your mind, hit like and subscribe for more mysteries. And let me know in the comments, which Mandela effect do you remember differently?